Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford, Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your Maverick information on a Monday for our second Maverick Monday video in 2026. This one I'm going to talk more. Last week we talked a little bit about a new Co-Pilot 360 feature that is available for this year, be included this year. And on that, really thinking back on that from last week, we couldn't get it to activate, which makes me wonder whether or not it's going to be something that's available on the early 2026s or something that's going to come out as part of Job 2. Normally, they wouldn't list it until it's available. So, you know, I want to be encouraged to say that it works, and maybe we just couldn't get it to activate. But because I have been told from some others that have a vehicle that have that feature on there, that when you go to shut the vehicle off, on the screen it should say that the exit warning has been activated, whether it triggers yet or not. So that did not come up for us on that. But we're going to talk about another feature this week that's part of the Co-Pilot 360 suite of features, or that package, I should say. And so let's get into this. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of our videos. Let's get this turned around and take a look at one of the Mavericks. So the Co-Pilot 360 suite of features here is available on your XL is optional, XLT as well. It's like a $700 package, so you want to make sure you have that Co-Pilot 360 package. It is standard equipment on all your lariats, trimmers, Lobo 702As, and even Lobo 402As. It's going to be standard equipment. So the Co-Pilot 360 package is in past is where you got that extra lane keeping system that includes your assist and your aid system, as well as it did also include your blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. And both of these kind of like I want to talk about in this feature here that we're going to talk about, kind of use both of those two technologies to be able to give you a little extra warning for moving over into another lane when there's someone in your blind spot. And that's called the blind spot assist. So a little bit different than blind spot monitoring system, because what blind spot monitoring system is going to do is you'll see these little cars right here. It'll light up those cars right there if there's someone over here in your blind spot while you're driving. So it lights that up. If you have your turn signal on, it's going to blink that light because it wants you to see that there's someone there. So that you don't go over into their lane. Now the assist will do is it'll kind of act, if you've ever used a lane keeping system, the aid system sees these lines here, and the aid system doesn't want you to go over those lines, so it'll resist. So it'll get you maybe over to that line and then won't let you, like, it'll make it hard. If you go over the line, you can do it eventually, but it'll take some strength to go over that line. It's kind of using that same type of technology in the sense of this assist, is that if there's someone in your blind spot, you have your turn signal on, it's going to resist that. It's going to say, there's someone there, we don't want you to go over. And it's going to resist that, allowing you to go over, just like the lane keeping system will do. Now, lane keeping system, when you put your turn signal on, allows you to switch over and doesn't give you that resistance because it knows that you want to go over, so it's allowing you over, unless there's someone in your blind spot. In that case, it will not. So that is something we're going to actually jump in this vehicle and let's see if there's any extra settings on this. I actually haven't looked this up. This is raw. This is I'm not testing that. I'll just come out and start shooting the videos for you guys so that I can experience it just like you guys are. So let's turn this vehicle on here for us, and we're going to take a look at the Bliss information here on the screen once it pulls up. So there we go. We're going to go to features over here, driver assistance right there, and we do have our should have link here. There's your blind spot right there, information system. So it's kind of showing you that, kind of shows you a little bit like what I just said and talked about, right? But it doesn't look like there's anything extra we need to activate. It's just part of the blind spot, it looks like. Cross traffic alert, reverse brake assist, driver alert. These are all things that you get as part of the Co-Pilot 360 suite of features. You get rear sensors is also included. As standard equipment are included in your, not the front sensors, but the rear sensors will be included in your Co-Pilot 360 package. Front sensors is actually going to be part of the 2.0 that you get on the Lariat trim only. Lariat, trimmer, and Lobo 702A, I should say. So there you go. And for those that didn't know, if you do have a trailer now, for this year, you do have trailer side view. So it'll actually give you the blind spot of your trailer as well. So that is a new feature available that was included this year. People were asking for it last year, but they did add it this year to the Maverick. So that's a nice feature as well. So it doesn't look like there's any extra warnings we need to do in there. So good to go there and should be activated. I say that, but there could be a possibility that this feature, which is new for this year on this package, that it may be not available yet. So that is a possibility. Shouldn't be on the order guide. I mean, we've been looking at the order guide, and if it's available, then it should be. There you go. Then it should be on the vehicle from the get-go. So we're going to go over some more things that are new and different for this year. I do have a short going out for you guys for those vehicles with the XLT because of the rear seat being changed for this year, and something else you get in there so that you do still have cup holders in the back, because evidently Ford thinks the whole purpose on the armrest is to get cup holders, but sometimes it's that the people on the passengers want to be able to just put their arm somewhere, and that armrest is nice. So it's not just about the cup holders. Sometimes it's just about comfort as well. But anyway, so that's what I have for this week. So again, the Co-Pilot 360 package is getting more features every year. There's a slew of features listed, and a lot of those features, I will say, are already included as standard equipment on even an XL. So, they'll list in there as part of that package. I might pop it up on the screen for you here, but they list out, pre-collision assist with for you with pedestrian detection and everything else. That's standard equipment on all XLs. And what they started doing on the XL was not showing any kind of Co-Pilot 360 package, but show those as standard equipment like that. The auto high beams as well, and some of those features like that. The post-collision braking and all those were actually standard equipment on all XLs, and so they weren't going to include it on any of the Co-Pilot, like they weren't going to list it as Co-Pilot as standard equipment. So what I have for Ford is, because I know sometimes there's the brand manager that will watch these videos, so if those are already standard equipment, let's not include them as already received in the Co-Pilot 360. Just remove those. Just tell us, Co-Pilot 360 basically is getting your bliss, getting your lane keeping system, it's getting your reverse sensors, and you're getting this blind spot assist, and you're getting that exit warning. List those on there. Those are the things you get. Don't list all these other things that are standard equipment on every Maverick. That's kind of ridiculous. That's not what you get as part of the package. Just list, what do I get as part of this package by purchasing the package? And Ford, that's what you need to do, instead of making it more confusing and say, oh, I have these features now? Well, I already had them on the XL when I just on a Maverick without purchasing any package. So don't include those. We need to make this easier for the customers. Something I learned yesterday watching somebody else on a video was that these customers aren't out here looking at these vehicles every day. They're not a salesperson that knows this terminology and understands this. These are customers that purchase a vehicle every 3 to 5 to 7 years. They don't go buy cars all the time. So when we list something in there, people don't understand what some of that means, right? And to say, hey, this is what bliss is. Well, what's bliss? Blind spot information system. Well, what's blind spot information system? See, they don't understand that. And so we need to help the customers by clarifying that and listing it out so they know what's going on when they're looking and researching and finding these vehicles on dealer lots and dealer websites even, where maybe it's not explained very well too. So hopefully I'm helping you out with these videos, educating a little bit for that, and so to help you out since, not all dealers out there are able to do that. So hopefully you do get something from these. Make sure you subscribe with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of these videos. And I hope you have a great Monday yourself, whether you're in a Maverick or not. So have a great day. Till the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.